Bonjour à tous, alors on se retrouve pour un nouvel épisode de Game of Thrones. Et nous sommes partis donc dans la vidéo précédente, nous avons fait plein de choses avec plusieurs personnages, donc c'est un peu le bordel. Si vous avez des questions, je vous invite à vraiment regarder les 2 premiers épisodes parce qu'il faut suivre. Voilà, donc on va reprendre, nous étions avec Marjorie, on a trouvé Marjorie. Voilà, Marjorie Tyrell, donc nous sommes avec cette petite, je sais plus son nom, je viens de la voir, donc voilà. C'est Ira, c'est pas ça, Ira, un truc comme ça.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira. But
Mira,
you must
c'est ça.
not despair.
Pas Ira.
We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Ah, génial.
She was very pleased with herself.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I cannot apologize, my lady. I'm not a traitor.
I know you're not, but you must find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
D'accord.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Elle est pas trop mal réussie, mais parfois elle a le visage qui est un peu spécial. Il y a certaines expressions qui sont spéciales. Mais sinon, ouais, c'est plutôt bien réussi. Hein.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Bon. Ça va chier. Ça va chier. Ok, ben voilà. Ah oui, d'accord. Ouais, les chargements sont vachement brutaux. Hein, disons que la transition est pas cool. Ah, mais il y a Tyrion aussi. Ah, du coup, c'est la main, non? C'est la... Ah, attendez, on en est où, là? On en est sur la saison...
You can do this.
Alors, je crois qu'on est soit sur la fin de la saison 3, soit sur le début de la saison 4. Bon, bah, go, hein. C'est bien foutu, hein. Ah, c'est plus... Oula.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this
Ah oui, ben on est sur après la saison...
Lord Tyrion.
Début de la saison 4,
Your
alors.
Grace?
Si j'ai pas de bêtises.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
Voilà. On la caresse dans...
Courtesies. Impressive.
On la caresse dans le sens du poil. Parce que bon...
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Hopla.
Too clever for
Hopla.
her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
Ah oui, donc il est plus
The
la main
girl
du
has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Ah, c'est Tywin alors qui est passé la main du roi, oui
Allegiances are
d'accord.
not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his
Ouais,
armies.
c'est ça, donc c'est après que
I'm
Stannis s'est
told
attaqué
there
là.
are
Oui,
others
logique,
who
il a
would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Je la trouve pas très très
Of course,
bien
Your
réussie, Cersei. Je sais pas ce que vous en pensez. Tyrion, ça... oui, Tyrion on le reconnaît bien, mais... Ouais. Cersei, j'ai pas... Elle a un... Oula, pardon. Elle a
I'll walk you
un
out.
faciès qu'on reconnaît pas spécialement.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Forgive me for saying it, but the Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure Ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ok. Ah bah dis donc. Mais non, mais c'est bien parce qu'en fait on suit plusieurs personnages et j'ai l'impression que chaque personnage a un impact sur l'avenir de la maison. Donc ça on le comprend déjà dès le début, mais c'est clair que voilà, je crois qu'il va falloir essayer de négocier avec chaque personnage un chemin de façon à ce que tout aille bien pour la famille. Voilà, enfin la maison.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's
Non mais
true.
sérieux.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Ouais, pauvre de toi. Pauvre de toi. Mais bon, t'inquiète pas, il va pas faire long feu.
Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match.
Ah, la petite... c'est cool. J'aime bien.
What are you doing? Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Bah oui, hein. Je suis obligé. Hein.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Bon, bah, ça lui fait confiance. Ah, je sais pas, j'hésite. Ici.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Je sais pas quoi dire. Je sais vraiment pas quoi dire.
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Bon, ça s'est plutôt bien passé. On verra, c'est surprise. De toute façon, avec les jeux comme ça, et en plus avec Game of Thrones, tu peux t'attendre à rien, quoi. Je suis sûr qu'il y a un personnage qui va crever d'ici 2 minutes. Puis le 3, le 4, le 5, puis t'auras 10 personnages morts, pardon. Ah. Oh.
Seven Hells.
Ah voilà, ça c'est les Bolton. Là j'ai entendu, je suis loyal aux Bolton. Ah miam 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 miam. Un petit écorché, c'est ça? Ah non, oh la vache. Ah il est là le fou. Ah d'accord. Ok.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice.
Ah, j'ai pas envie qu'il me voie.
Bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Ah, j'ai fait une connerie. Non?
Never mind. We've wasted enough time.
Ah putain. C'est bon, tout va bien. Ah j'ai cru que j'avais fait une connerie. Ah il est plutôt bien réussi hein. Je trouve qu'il... Je sais pas. Il est peut-être un peu trop fin au niveau du visage, mais sinon il est pas mal réussi. En tout cas on le reconnaît directement hein. Mais là j'ai serré les fesses. J'ai un petit peu serré les fesses. Alors. Ouais, si j'étais toi, j'irais peut-être pas voir quand même. Hein. Ah si, il y va, bah, il est courageux. Ah, parce qu'en plus, c'est moi qui dois... Yeah. Non, j'ai pas forcément envie d'y aller. Ce qui est étonnant, c'est qu'il l'est pas retourné d'ailleurs. Hello! Attention les enfants! Ah! Ouais, bah là c'est... Complètement taré le mec, hein. Bah, mais autant le type est taré, autant l'acteur joue, mais super bien. Franchement, l'acteur qui joue Ramsay, c'est un putain d'acteur, sans déconner. C'est un malade, enfin c'est un grand malade, mais...
Lord Ethan!
Ah.
As I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Is what Sir Royland said true?
Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy, go!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
Then you admit to the crime, in front of all gathered here.
I am only what this house made me. You cannot expect a man to live on loyalty alone.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan,
ça va être chaud,
you
ça.
must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
He's a thief!
We can send him to the wall.
Leave the man alone. Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Deserve to live. Make him
Oh là là.
what he's done. Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief. If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord.
Là, il y a une solution, ce serait de l'envoyer au mur, quoi.
Please.
Ah, voilà, ah, parfait.
My family depends on me.
Ouais, l'envoyer au mur.
I sentence you to the wall, where you will join the Night's Watch.
No, please, my lord. My family, without me, they'll die.
Ah, j'avais pas envie de lui couper des doigts, quoi. Ça... Moi, si c'est un voleur, je comprends, mais il y a besoin d'hommes au mur, donc à la limite... Je sais pas si j'ai bien fait.
past was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
The wall seems like a fitting place for a thief. I only hope he doesn't find Garrett there and take his anger out on the poor squire. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Ok, parfait. Bon. On va faire un petit tour. Ça va être chaud. Ça va être chaud. Alors attendez, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? La tour. Non.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
And what of your brother Asher? Where's his name?
There's only two sides to the blade. Besides, he left, so...
Voilà, disons que je crois qu'il a pas été... Voilà, il était un peu banni, donc il n'est pas parti de sa volonté.
But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword, I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies.
No, he's not our enemy, but he did a bad thing.
Then I wish you'd hurt him. People who do bad things need to be punished. Someone did something bad to Father and Roderick. Someone should hurt them even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Sacré caractère le gamin. Bah ils sont où? Ah c'est le maître. Ah voilà.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favour for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
What do you think of Sir Royland? Do you trust him?
He's a fine warrior, my lord. But he's nowhere near ready to serve as sentinel. I do not trust him. He's likely to lose his temper and get us all killed. And at the worst possible time.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
D'accord.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today.
Ah d'accord, ah oui,
It's not an easy thing to do. Showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
I must be firm. I'm not a boy anymore, and there is too much at stake.
The Lord's work can harden a man. It's true.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him. Aye, Sir Royland is the man you want.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Elle vient mettre son grain de sel. Dis donc.
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. I know you told me you'd have to change, but I suppose I hadn't believed you would.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
But I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Et on va s'arrêter ici les amis parce que ça fait 30 minutes, voilà. Donc on se retrouve pour le prochain épisode, on va certainement choisir notre fameuse sentinelle. Voilà, donc j'espère en tout cas que ça vous a plu, on se retrouve très très vite pour un nouvel épisode, bien vu. Et à plus tout le monde. Salut salut. Voilà. Putain. Encore en poil de cul ça hein. Par contre j'irai pas dans un heal. M'en fous, si je meurs, j'aurais fait tout ça pour la horde. Mais je veux pas mourir en fait. Et merde. Ok, on laisse l'event, parfait. Bon, voilà, je voulais... Voilà.